Hi everybody, it's the Stupid Genius 55 here. I didn't really announce this LP much, and to be honest, I'm kind of doing this sort of on a whim. It's because, at the time you, the viewer, are watching this, I am going to be on vacation. Or at least I'll probably be about to be on, vacation. I guess I forgot there for a second. Oh, for a second I thought the game froze. I can hear the music actually, but this is gonna be a bit more of a casual LP in the sense that I'm not exactly going to be... This is a no Pokemon Center run, but I'm kind of inexperienced with that. I'm gonna actually stop the intro because you can't see the bottom screen. Because, yeah, this is a very... I'm not exactly doing a very fancy run, since I want to just get this out quickly and to substitute the flow of content I usually put out. So, I'm going to be doing a lot of speeding up here. Oh, here's one. You have to touch the middle of the Pokeball, please. Now, I'm not exactly that familiar with no Pokemon Center runs. I at least know Heal Desk. I'll use the PC to store Pokemon if they're, like, perfect health. And as also to release Pokemon. I'm probably going to need to do that a lot, because I'm not going to get very many others or Power Points. I believe it's Leppa berries that restore Power Points, but the reason I chose Platinum now, it's kind of I'm seeing a lot of Platinum Let's Plays, and I guess it's a bit overdone, but I have a lot of... This is actually a good one as far as this is actually Pokemon Diamond and Pearl were actually my first Pokemon games ever. I started playing the games when I was 10, so and then we also have Barry here. So, sheesh, I'm saying a lot of ums here. There's not a lot to say. Yeah, I have a lot of memories with this game because it was my first. Well, I don't know if I'd say a lot of memories. It only happened 7 years ago. And this opening, this isn't quite as epic as Diamond and Pearl's opening. To be honest, this is probably one of the few ways the start of the game that's actually superior in Diamond and Pearl to, Platinum. In most, I think Platinum's a big improvement over Diamond and Pearl. Jubilife TV, yes. In the sense that, a lot of the trainers are harder, not as many... Ooh, wait, I want to set the... no, accidentally set the... Yes, switch the select settings. So sorry if it's a bit overdone. I'm doing no heal desk run, aside from forced heal desks, but in this... Actually, this game doesn't force you to use the heal desk ever, but in other games they do. Now, as I said, I'm not too familiar with this. I'm doing this kind of on a whim. I think you can understand why it's not too many bells and whistles here. Lots of speeding up. Now, Professor Owen's got that really important guy who studies Pokemon, right? I like Barry. A lot of people don't, think he's kind of, airheaded. Well, he is, but that's kind of the point. In this game, he actually, at the time of this game's release, he was actually the strongest, in terms of just the sheer levels, he was the strongest trainer, ever, because he had a level 85. Eventually, Red surpassed him again. Oh yes, Chris, don't go into the tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It'll be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't, so we'll take care. I don't know if you might... Ooh, I also like the, how this region got sort of colder. It doesn't actually show in most of the game, really. Just the fact the character wears a jacket and this one town has snow in it. And here's a guy who talks about how technology just blows him away. Except he doesn't talk about something in-game, he talks about something outside the metagame, so that's pretty cool. I actually did see someone say that this, at least geographically, this region sort of reminds him or her of Canada. And I do think it's kind of fair, It's kind of snowy, especially in the north. Oh, hi, Chris. Are looking for Barry. He's gone for a second, but then he came running back home. Put my bag and journal too, and hey, Chris, he'll be on the road, finding me $1 million. That kid. He was actually a good rival. He's, my first, so. The Sinnoh region's kind of... I remember the first time I was hearing about the game, I used to call it the Sinnoh region. Actually, I've mispronounced a lot of Pokemon. Well, a lot of the Pokemon species themselves, a lot of areas. But I think that's kind of the worst I ever had. That's the worst offense. But I remember, this is actually, I'm wondering if maybe some of you might be surprised and get into Pokemon a little bit earlier, because, like, most people I know got into it when they're, like, 8 or something. I still think 10 is a good age, though, FYI. I mean, it's not that ludicrous. There's plenty of people who do that at 10. I didn't really get into it, though, before then, which might be a bit weird, because that's actually when it was, popular. Like, really popular. That's when, like, a ton of people I knew actually was really into Pokemon. Were really into Pokemon, excuse me. And when I got to, 10 years old, that's when everybody started to really hate Pokemon where I live. Like, and they like, if you liked it, you were a geek, as they'd lambast you for being a geek, and they would like, and it was actually really, this might sound extreme, but witch hunt mentality, kind of. A little bit. And it's kind of surreal if you think about it, elementary schoolers, not, like, where you can't admit to liking Pokemon in that environment. That's actually also when I was getting to the music of the game. Oh god, when I got into the game's music, I'm actually getting, Chimchar. He's actually one of my favorites. I remember being that I was just gonna talk about, how people would hate it, and I actually used to hide my cartridges. I have this, I used to have an iPod Touch. I think it was like 3rd gen, but when I had that, sorry, there is one heal desk force. They do force you to use the heal desk once in this game, and that's with your mother forcing you to do that. In Diamond and Pearl, for those, if you didn't know, this scene played out quite a bit differently. You actually had to go to the lake, and you eventually do have to go to the lake, but you actually would run to the tall grass. A couple of Starly would come out and attack you both the main character and the rival, and you'd have to choose Pokemon. And by the way, Professor Rowan left the briefcase in there. So this kind of replaced that. And this is the one time they force you to heal your Pokemon, so. Oh, and also, if I end up getting knocked out entirely, then I think I'm liable to get... let me put it this way. What I'm gonna do is, I guess I'll keep it... Like, I'll continue the game as normal with all my Pokemon fully healed, but I won't, like... I'll save after it so that my money is all, used. So there's still a penalty. I don't want to lose all my Pokemon. Then again, there are some situations where it would be worth it to get all your Pokemon knocked out in that case. So maybe there should be a greater penalty. Maybe I have to release, like, half my team or something. Yeah, or maybe I have to... this is the part that's kind of very, like, in Diamond and Pearl, he did this from the beginning before we even had Pokemon. So now he wants us to go right there. You know, we have a couple level 5s, but at least not as bad in that game. And here's our first Cyrus moment. Oh god, I loved Cyrus at the age. I still like Cyrus in Team Galactic. I remember when Super Skarmory, I was watching... Around this time, I was also starting to watch a few Let's Plays. The first one I watched was, this Let's Play Mario Galaxy, but the second one I ever watched was Super Skarmory's Diamond and Pearl Let's Play. So, I remember him lambasting, he didn't hate the game, but he was always talking about how 3rd gen was superior, and Team Galactic was a big instance of that, where he would, laud the game for being... Should I run, or should I get the experience? I'm gonna run from those. And, I need items, big time, so... I need a potion. But I remember him, he hated Team Galactic, oh god, and he'd often just talk about how 3rd gen was so superior, and so as you can tell, it wasn't exactly something I wasn't quite not annoyed with, and people are screaming behind me. It's not like serious things, don't worry. Just like in the last video. Well, my Pokemon X and Y discussion. I would like to give it a nickname. What should I call it? I remember calling it Firefighter, and because there wasn't enough space, I actually had to misspell fighter. But so should I call him that here? Firefighter? Should I call him Pancham? He's not a panda, but I want to call him... He's a chimp, but I want to call him Pancham. I like Pancham. By the way, the music here is actually really good. I like the opening music of Diamond and Pearl really a lot. Like, I think it really is kind of... Not something else he mentioned, so I guess I could call it underrated if I use the word. For those who don't know, I never use the words overrated and underrated. I think they... for reasons that are kind of complex, I don't want to go into them in this video, but... Nah, I think I'll go with Firefighter. Just like I did, you know. And I'd spell it... I'd misspell it because... I don't have enough space, and plus you know, it looks like... So, Firefighter. Yes, I am happy with that nickname. And you've sent me a completely... I have no idea why he suddenly has this huge turn, like... he's just shocked by how kind I am that Chimchar. I really feel guilty. I don't like the opening of this game. It makes me feel really I like the fact that your first battle is with your rival. That's good, but... Other than that, the fact that they make you... I mean, so the fact that I basically did something really stupid, it makes me feel guilty to actually use the Pokemon. It's kind of... What? Oh, no, I chose... No. I can sit and... Oh, sorry, I can stand here without speaking for hours. I'm a very patient man. Let's go again. Yeah. That's, of course, one of those but thou must incidences. And... I was talking about Super Skarmory, you know, lambasting games. That's all I really have to say, the fact that he's still a great help here, though. I remember. They were good. Oh my god, So, yeah, she's gonna show us how to catch Pokemon, because we all love those. Oh yeah, and I forgot he gives you a TM in this one. I think it's, not Hidden Power. Oh, wait, what did it contain? Oh no, I missed it. Oh, Return. Oh, good, yeah, you know what? I will use it sometime. And this isn't a Nuzlocke where I have to worry about my Pokemon. Nothing fancy like a Nuzlocke here. I don't have to worry about my Pokemon, you know, dying and making it a waste. But... Now, what was I gonna say? I was also talking about... I still have a little bit more to say about... the fact that nobody in my elementary school liked it. It's kind of funny to me that... Now, the games were still system sellers at the time, so, like they still sold quite a bit. What? Oh, I have to talk to my mom. I forgot. Right. But... It was really... I guess it is kind of, like, in retrospect, at least, it's weird. Not really at the time. And, oh god, especially since I was starting to listen to the game's audio. If anybody ever found out about that... Not that I was exactly very high status at my school, I never really had much, you know, like, in the way of people, like, bullying me or anything. I've never had that. But I'm not exactly at the top of the hierarchy, or I wasn't at least. Well, now I'm not either, but I basically don't talk to anyone. But yeah, I have to deliver a package to Barry in Jubilife City. I like that. I actually like Jubilife City a bit. For some reason, the fact that it doesn't have a gym makes it that more ornate. Like, it's kind of like a peaceful, like, sort of capital, and I can't catch you, so I'm not gonna, you know... Maybe I should... you know what? I'll fight once for the experience. I'll see. Yeah, you know what? I can go here for experience. You know what? I should have used the Return TM on Firefighter, because I'm gonna inevitably get a lot of... I guess I'll teach him Return. Maybe I made a mistake, I don't know. No Heal Desk, and I also can't, you know, spam PC either. I've told you my rules with PC, so... it is because, and keep in mind, these same people I'm talking about who really hated Pokemon, and anybody who played it at this age, at the age of, like, the horrible, like, way old age of 10, for, at the time. And these people, ironically, like, were really into it, and I just wasn't at the time for some reason. For some reason, it just didn't appeal to me. And I'm drinking some coffee, by the way. I'm drinking way too much coffee lately. Now, I'm gonna need to catch some cannon fodder because, sort of, because, you know, PowerPoint sort of conservation. Oh, I should probably... Oh, I just caught him. So he's gonna be kind of cannon fodder. So we're gonna call him... I'm gonna call him... Cannon. I'll just call him... Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna call him cannon fodder. It doesn't fit. Let's see, let's call him, maybe I'll call him... Yeah, sorry, I just changed my mind. I'm gonna make an HM slave. Sorry for cutting there as well, but... I was getting on to my... I am gonna use him a bit for fighting as well, though, for now. Maybe I'll catch a Shinx or a Starly and also use that. Let's fight this guy. Now... Oh boy, I hope he doesn't... Okay, I don't quite know what to say about that. Now... Oh, I could also use return, never mind. Actually, you know what? I think what I can do is I can just use a bunch of TMs and HMs. And God, did it really take me to that level? Okay, I'm gonna use my potion. Actually, I should probably get some, I'm also gonna go release HM Slave. Oh, I should have jumped down the other area. Shinx! I'm gonna see if I can catch him. But it's kind of funny to me that the same people like really just loved it that one time, hated it the other time. Like, dang, I'm getting lucky with these catches here. Now he is actually going to be the PP sort of user, so let's see. I'm gonna go a PP user with a Z just to make it all, you know. And during junior high or middle school, depending on, you know, some people call it some things, junior high or middle school. Actually, no, maybe I'll make an HM slave sort of exempt from the rules. So I'll just deposit him to the PC and I'll withdraw him whenever I need. So, but I don't get to do anything else with any of the other mons. Also, will go to this Pokemart just to get everything, anything I might possibly need. I don't need any more Pokeballs for now. And I don't really need anything else, so you know what, I think I'll get another potion, might as well. Or another 2, excuse me. Now, during junior high, it kind of was sort of the transition period. Well, I should probably mention first that in high school, where I am now, a lot of people I know, and keep in mind, there's actually some people who I know who are like hockey players, of all things, who are actually really into... I don't know if I'm really into Pokemon, but they actually had some of the 3rd gen games, like Fire Red, you know, Leaf Green, some of those ones. And they actually were talking about how much they love Pokemon, so it's kind of funny that in high school, in junior high, people didn't like Pokemon, but then they did afterward. Like in high school, of all places. So, now, and then junior high was sort of the transition period. Like, I saw, at first there's still kind of that sentiment that Pokemon, you know, you could not admit to liking it, and in elementary school even, I had some, they're talking about, like, oh, those, like, 3rd and 4th, like, when I was, a year later in grade 5, I was like, oh, wow, those 4th graders, you know, into like, at that geekpokemon.com, I always heard out of earshot them just insulting Pokemon randomly a bit. Not that, like, it was, like, the sole thing they're focusing on, forgetting the impression that I felt, like, witch hunted, or... Even though I use the word witch hunt mentality, if you're thinking that I'm thinking, like, I was persecuted or something, I don't, but... I just kind of found it funny, and junior high was sort of the transition period there. That was when... Tackle is the only move this guy has, so I better... Alright, I think I have my strategy here for this. No Poké Center run. And... Critical hit. Oh boy, I love those. Gonna make some more PP on Ember. Good. Good. Alright, I'm risking it. Here. Now. Okay, actually, what am I risking? I can just run from these battles. Good, I got away safely. I think she said some Pokemon only appear in morning. I was expecting her to say, oh, some only come out at night, but then she did say it. Now, and I was just gonna say, that took me forever to say, is that junior high was the transition period where, like, I remember the first year I was there, nobody liked it. Then, sort of the second year, that's when people, like, I actually funnily enough, I remember the exact time I noticed the sort of change is there are these, like, advertisements they're putting up for, like, some school things. One of them actually just randomly had a Pokemon, like a Blastoise on it. Like, just at a random, so I'm... and then, the next year, I think that was when Black and... Well, whenever, around when Black and White was getting released, I forget which, I was kind of the group of people who I was hanging out with. I would hang out with a lot of people, and I wasn't really close, but I would like, I had one friend who was friends with a bunch of other people, and I would sort of be around them, but I never really connected with them on much of a intimate level, I guess you could say. I remember them getting into Black and White, and that was like when it started to become okay to admit. Not only that, but then I think that was also when it started to sort of get okay to actually admit to liking just listening to the music as well. But then again, I think there are some people. Actually, I do remember one incident in my elementary school where somebody actually did admit to listening to who was talking about game music and how it was cool. So. Not just game music in general, I guess, but I'm thinking specifically, but I guess if I admitted to liking Pokemon music, that would be pretty... But again, I wasn't exactly somebody who was who was of high status anyway, so it's not... And by the way, those two trainers to the right of me have Hidden Power, a TM, so I'm using that, I'm gonna get the experience, I'm gonna waste some power points in the process, but... Let's go to them. Barry, I don't know if I ever discussed why I like Barry. Actually, I don't know. Well, I do know why. For some reason, he actually reminds me a little bit, both in personality and the design, of the Blue, or the rival, of, Red Blue. Oh, as if you didn't know that, but PP user is gonna get useful later, I promise, and maybe after that I'll give him a respectable name. I shouldn't have, you know what, if I was gonna have a Pokemon that would just use, like, PowerPoints, I maybe shouldn't have chosen someone that didn't have a really good move pool at the start, so I'm starting to regret some decisions I made, and I should have healed! Oh god, I should have healed. I don't know, maybe Hidden Power will remedy that, I'll see. Not that it's such a great move anyway, but I can take him out with another Ember. I am wasting healing moves way too much. Maybe Taunt will be useful as opposed to Leer. I don't know if we'll keep it forever, since really in the main game it's not that, good, but... Wait, I thought I got the TM for hidden power. What? Hold on. Well, first of all, let's use a couple potions. Actually, I'm wondering if I should keep... Well, I'll keep PP User, but I'm also going to go get a Starly, because that seems like a good use of my resources. Did I get the TM? TMs and HMs? No, I didn't! I thought I got hidden power from here, but... Okay, I thought I did. And he tells you about those types. Let's maybe do one of these people give it to you? Oh, there's there's this up here. X attack. Well, I'll use one of those, maybe. Let's see if the teacher has anything. Now let's go to the do that like clown Poke-etch thing, which I used to call Poke-tech. It's another thing I mispronounced when I was getting into Pokemon. It wasn't until the anime that I actually saw. I watched a little bit of the anime after I started playing the game a bit. Not really, well, what I mean is I saw the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, those seasons of the anime, and I didn't watch the end, though, so... But I do know what happens in that, you know... Ash kind of loses to that guy with the, like, Darkrai and, that thing I don't remember what he had, but I think he had a Darkrai and... Ooh, Shaman, I think that's it. Now... Why are people screaming behind me? Sorry if there's, like, screaming in the background, but... Now, enough about how I'm getting persecuted or something. I'm seriously not thinking that I'm, like... I can't believe I used the word witch hunt mentality. I mean, I guess in the sense that it was, like, you know, if you liked it at all, you were... Which, by the way, the witch hunts, I guess, are a bit... kind of funny that they actually happened during the Renaissance, not during the actual Dark Ages. I'm not quite sure if those are actual... If that's actually accurate to use the word Dark Ages, but... I need to go catch a Starly. I guess I'll buy another potion. And maybe I'll buy an extra... You know what? No, I'm not wasting money on Pokeballs until I need them. So I'm gonna go catch a Starly, and... hope I get as good luck as I have been now. Now let's... But I am running from you, sir. Now, oh boy, I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah, Gen 3. I kinda like how Gen 4, at least now, is getting a bit more praise, especially Diamond Pearl Platinum specifically. I guess the Sinnoh-based games, I'll say, because those are the ones, as I said, that were my first ones, and I have kind of the attachment to them. And it's really kind of nice since I remember being... When it was actually out, and I was getting... When it was actually, you know, like they were the new gens... the new gen, I mean, in particular. It was very... Like, Super Skarmory was a big, like, proponent of, like, not really liking it as much as 3rd gen, who thought this was very inferior, both in terms of designs. And I did go back and play 3rd gen. I don't hate it, but it's not as good as these, I think, to be honest. I tend to find the, newest version to be the definitive version, and are Starly's not on this Rouge thing, or do they just not appear at night? I could have sworn I saw at least, like, one earlier. Oh boy, I'm gonna regret hopping down these, but I do remember there are some Starlies in this route. Because I don't know why it's happening, I'm not seeing one. There we go, but it's level 2. I'm not gonna... No, I want to get one at higher level. There are higher levels than that. And I have to walk back all the way. I think I'm making a lot of mistakes here. Oh my goodness, but... Such is the case with a sort of LP made to be out to make a lot in not a lot of time. Oh my goodness, I'm not really talking well at all, am I? Oh my goodness, I'm not speaking well, am I? Is what I mean to say. Alright. Okay, good, Starly was caught, again. I shouldn't have lowered its health, considering, look, I've been getting... alright. Now, something else happened. So, how's my day? today was like a free day, sort of, because I'm going to be very busy this week with, you know... I got, like, work and summer school tomorrow, and I have a final exam later this week for physics, which isn't as bad as during the regular... Doing, one for summer school, I don't think it'll be as bad as the regular school year, because of the school year I have to do stuff I learned throughout, like, the entire year, but with this, I only have to worry about stuff I've learned, like, this year. Oh my goodness, why can't I speak today? I mean to say that I only have to worry about like, stuff that I learned, like, just a few weeks ago, like, literally. So I have no idea why that took me so long. Although I really need to stop getting commentary out of just criticizing my commentary, like, a second ago. Like, hey, I'm gonna trip up on my word. Oops, I tripped on my word. Isn't that wacky? I need to stop doing that for the love of God. No, I don't need a Pokeball. I need a potion. You can't read my mind, you store clerk. I'll be here. Well, let's see what these guys say. Did you repel? Those aren't available to me, ma'am. I don't think, at least. Yeah. I've actually had, considering the awesome luck I've had, I totally disagree with you, sir. Well, yeah, so call me Colress, because I disagree. So yeah, sorry, cut out there for a second. You know, I'm not taking this to, not doing a lot of fancy things this LP, so I don't really know much. I'm not gonna be doing a lot of in the way of production values. He has like a 7 Starly level wise. Why does Quick Attack keep getting critical hits? Like, why? Oh my goodness, my attack fell. I think Ember is special, would it not be? Let's... At least it didn't get a freaking critical hit. Like, ugh. What? How'd that do so little? I thought I was friendlier than that with you, Chimchar, but... I guess I'll go with PP User? Sheesh, I'm not doing the best I could be doing, but... You need to get leered. The defense... You need to get leered. That sounds good. Okay, how come that did so much? Okay, good. It's wasting its time on, like, defensive... Wait, why didn't I get that? Well, I basically lost PP User, and I'm doing horribly here, so... If I lose... You know those rules I mentioned. Now, let's... No, God, Firefighter's gonna get a ton of experience, but I've lost 2 of my companions. Then again, I actually remember the first time, funnily enough, I ever did this. I just used Chimchar. I pretty much completely ignored using any other Pokemon, and I just got him so over-leveled. That was good times. Yeah, these 2 guys are since I don't have any revives and they won't be getting any experience, they're basically dead. I'm gonna go release them right now. Yeah, I might need to improve my skill at these sometime, but... I guess I'll use him as an HM slave later, you know, since he's not going to be participating in battles. It's not really that. Anything else going on in your life today, viewer? So today, this is not gonna go down well, but I had someone who wanted to use my Wii Kricketot Zubat! Yeah, what epic, like, Pokemon there, but... Oh, I should have used a potion on the Firefighter. Actually, at a Wii Balance Board, and you know how people talk about how, like, Nintendo kind of, like, Wii Fit stuff is not exactly the most long-lasting stuff in existence. Like in terms of, like, not a lot of replay value or stuff that you aren't really going to use. That's just going to collect dust, like, you know, the Wii Balance Board. My Wii Balance Board, I had someone who wanted to use it today, for some reason, and it had a centimeter of dust when I went to collect it. And it's probably not, you know, something I should be, like, well, I'm not bragging about it, but I just find it really funny, since people do say that, and it did happen. My Wii Balance Board collected so much dust. It was scary. Oh boy, I am losing. I have 11 PP left for Ember. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the return here. I'm banking too much on my Ember here. Then again, I'm gonna need to evolve Firefighter for the gym. I'm gonna have Mach Punch, so I should be good, as far as that's concerned. Oh boy, my normal moves aren't gonna do much against Machop. I'm gonna take another Ember. Yeah, I'm gonna waste all my Embers here, but you know what? It's Ember well spent. Now, I want to get Chimchar to level 14, so that I can, you know, do stuff. I'm not gonna waste time fighting this, person. Oh boy, we're going again. Yeah, I'm gonna need to run from these. God, PP usage is very... it's hard to... Taking for granted here. I was always shocked, even when I was playing through the game normally, I was shocked at how often your PowerPoint usage would, you know, not, like there wasn't much to really, prevent you from... I'm gonna need to save that Repel for later when there's more dangerous wild Pokemon out there. For now, maybe I'll use it for this cave here, because I do not want to get wild Pokemon through this cave. Like, I don't want them affecting me. Yeah, I think Repel is kind of good for here. Actually, would I be able to catch a Pokemon in here? Maybe I should catch a Machop. That'll help out during the gym. And... he's telling me I need to... He's giving me Rock Smash, and he's telling me I need to face Roark at the gym if I want to use it. Outside of battle, at least. Oh boy. This isn't gonna go well, is it? I have potions, and I only have one Pokemon, so I don't need to worry about using other ones. But then again, I do have a pretty limited number of them, and... Did it say a critical hit? Did that one get a critical hit on me? Yeah, I'm basically... He's basically dead. Yeah, it's not like tall grass. They do emphasize that case. Oh no, I didn't mean to get into a fight with this person. I wanted to just go get him a chop, hopefully, but I guess real life has different plans. Ooh, I got a critical hit, so I'm getting the critical hits now. It's fun. It's fun when that works in my favor. So yeah, maybe I'll find a chop here. Zubat. Should I use a Zubat? I like Crobat, but it's not gonna be helpful against this gym. I'm not gonna bother. These trainers do reset themselves in terms of their positioning. How come there aren't really much but Zubats in here, it seems? Now, but that Wii Fit story is kind of sad, especially considering I'm not exactly the best physique. And you know what? This is a good level. I'm catching Zubat here. I only have 3 Pokeballs. Oh boy, this is gonna bode so well for me. I only have 2 Pokeballs, though. If I waste them, that's not gonna go down well. Okay, good. Yes, I'm gonna call you either a... What am I gonna call Zubat? Mike! Oh, no. Eddie the Zubat! Yes, I'm calling him Eddie the Zubat. Eddie the Zubat. Oh, somebody's gonna take me to the Pokemon gym, and Barry's gonna be standing in front of there because Roark is at the Iron or something. And there's gonna be a lot of rock. It's gonna be a cave with like rock Pokemon in it, so it's not gonna be very good for this guy, the stupid Genius 55. Now. Should I just refer to myself in the third person? That's kind of Probably shouldn't be doing that, in retrospect. I clearly need to plan my to rethink my strategy. And whoa, did I get that? I just realized how much money I got from the stuff. Like, the road. But then again, these potions do drain up, like, fast. So, such is the life of... Dang, imagine if I were doing this and a Nuzlocke at the same time. Actually, since I ended up releasing both of them anyway, it wouldn't have really made a difference. Boy, he needs one, and then Zubat needs... Only one as well. Good. Yeah. Now... What does this guy have to say? Oh yeah, Mount Coronet. I thought... When I was actually heard about that, I thought Sinnoh meant, like, the entire Pokemon world. I guess I'll wait till next time to see you guys. Have a nice day.